the door on all of it. You bought a Lamborghini on eBay? That's what I live for. Watching that. What's in that garage? What's in that garage? All right, it's a beautiful day. It doesn't look like much, but I think we're in the right place because I see a sign that says Ron's Garage. Ron.
Christy, good
Great to
good
see you.
Good seeing you.
Thanks for having us here.
Thank you, my pleasure.
It doesn't look like much from the outside, I gotta say, the
it's supposed to be
garage-wise.
that way,
It's supposed to be that way because, I mean, what's inside?
A beautiful collection, the largest private collection of Kissel cars in the world.
I mean, so we're looking at a collection that is one of the rarest, would you say, in the world?
I would say, yes. Everyone's heard of Stutzes and Duesenbergs, but America had several dozen high-end manufacturers, and Kissel was one of them. And I've made it a point of my retired life to collect them and restore them and bring them back to their glory.
All right, Ron, it's time to see what's in that garage. You ready?
I will unveil them. You want me
Let's
just
do
to
it.
walk in?
Do it.
Okay.
So these are Kissels.
Kissel cars, yes.
You have to give us now Kissel 101.
Okay.
Because you're looking at how many do you have in this collection?
I have 10. Manufactured cars from 1906 until 1929. They made about 28,000, 30,000 cars.
They seem really fancy too. These are working cars.
They're high-end cars.
Right.
They were known as custom built because they made their own engines, they made their own bodies. They were essentially self-sufficient in rural Hartford, Wisconsin, which is in the middle of nowhere, beautiful countryside. That's where I was born.
And so then they thought, we're just going to start manufacturing these vehicles.
Back then in the teens and 20s, almost every city, large and small, had somebody who was piddling around trying to make cars. Okay, there weren't any big 3, there were big 2,000, okay? Kissel is most well known for its 1919 to 1925 Kissel Gold Bug. This is a Kissel Gold Bug. I have 2 of the remaining 5 of this year and model.
Wait a minute, there's only 5 left in the world right now.
Of this year and model, yes.
And you have 2 of them.
Yes, we'll do 70 miles an hour.
No.
If you're crazy.
But
a very strong, durable engine, and find engines in tractors and sawmills with no car attached, but the engines were very, very good. It was in a museum since the early 1940s. It went from a museum in Massachusetts to a museum in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, to a gentleman named Kissel, no relation, who was murdered. And
Ron, this story took a dark turn.
And the Fed seized his assets, including this car, and I bought it out of a federal auction. Nobody knew what it was at the auction except for me, and I was very fortunate to get it because these rarely come up. It is a wood-framed car, oak and ash, and it's clad in, not steel, aluminum.
Oh. Is it easy to drive or tough to drive?
It's a chore because the accelerator and spark advance, which you don't have on a modern car here, and the transmission is what's known as a crash transmission. You have to feel your way into the gears. These were known as outrigger seats.
No.
They were sold as outrigger seats, but they rapidly became known as suicide seats or...
Wait, they expected someone to sit on the outside there?
Yes, please have a seat.
Oh, I mean, this looks like the safest thing in the world
yes,
right about
you've
now,
got
right?
a footrest.
70 miles an hour, just like this. What year is this?
This is a 1918.
And there are how many of these?
This is the only surviving Kissel Gibraltar with its hardtop of any year. This is the only one.
This seems pretty special.
This is a 1921 Kissel Sport Tourister. It's the only one of this model and year that exists. This one runs the best because it's got an original untouched engine, not restored. It's got the original cast iron and everything, and it's gorgeous. And this one has been to a few concours. It's a nice showstopper.
This is really unique.
This is, what you're looking at here is a recreation of a 1917 Kissel 638 light delivery truck, U.S. Army. It's believed that they sold trucks to the Wisconsin National Guard.
How did this vehicle come to you? Because this is a project for you.
I had so many engines and chassis, I didn't have enough parts to do a 1917 car, but I did have enough to do a 1917 truck. I also wanted a vehicle that would hold multiple passengers because my grandchildren loved the Woodward Dream Cruise, and this will hold 7 or 8 grandchildren.
Oh, this is definitely a good grandchildren carrier. Why Kissels? Why this collection and everything that you do?
I was born in Wisconsin in the farm country where these were made. They were way too expensive, but I saw one when I was an adolescent and fell in love with them.
Do they call you the Kissel guy? Like, what's the nickname around the classic car circles for you, Ron?
I'm just Ron. People who are into this hobby, we don't own cars. We're just caretakers for a certain number of years, and then we pass them on to somebody else when we're gone. Because these cars deserve to be preserved for posterity. They're beautiful, they're fun.
People say, wait, what is this?
No, they always say, oh, look at that Model T or look at that Model A. And so,
you're like, no.
I stopped doing that. Yeah. So that's what's in my garage.